Hi, and welcome back to Nadya's Identity Files. I'm excited to have with me somebody that most of you know, Jessica Ross.
Hi, everyone.
Who is a host on Michelle's Corner here on WCOBM, broadcasting from Hollywood and Vine in Hollywood. Jessica, you do a lot of different things.
Yes, I do.
You're really a slashy in the best sense of the word. I mean, sometimes that word has a negative connotation, but you actually live through the slashy word. You're a publicist, you're an actor, you're a model, you're a realtor, you're a host.
Wardrobe stylist occasionally.
Wardrobe stylist occasionally. How do you juggle all of this stuff?
I don't sleep a lot. That's definitely the key. I guess it's really being a good multitasker and prioritizing. And it just depends. I mean, some months I'll be working primarily in PR. Other months, it'll be like a big wardrobe styling project. Other months, like this month, it's a combination of acting and PR and hosting. So it really depends on the month. Like my schedule always changes, and I really think I have so many apps on my phone, alarms, and just keeping your schedule coordinated. Forcing myself to sleep when I have to.
You gotta have those alarms, and you gotta do the forced sleep thing. Like I know last night I had 2 energy drinks, but they were organic. Okay. I got them from Sprouts.
No Red Bull, right?
No. Oh gosh, no. This stuff is poison. So I understand how that is, juggling a lot of things at once. And you grew up in Hollywood, yeah?
Yes, so, I did. I grew up in the suburb of Hollywood, and I've been going out in Hollywood. Grew up in the entertainment industry, So
we're talking a lot about how different environments really impact our identities and how we kind of manifest our own destinies and how we function, everyday life, and how we choose our paths, etc. So, I mean, what bearing has growing up in Hollywood, do you think, had on your path and how you see yourself now in your direction that you're in?
I mean, I would say that growing up in Hollywood, of course, has introduced me to the entertainment industry, and so I've had so many different jobs in all aspects of entertainment, whether it's behind the scenes or on camera. And so I think it's shaped me in that way because the entertainment industry is right at your front door, versus other people have to move across the world or across the country. When you grew up out here, the opportunity is just right there for you. And so you really can make a name for yourself and make a career for yourself if you put enough hard work and effort. And it's, I'm blessed to be able to be a part of it. I mean, starting when I was really young, I had my first job at Interscope when I was much younger, and then moving on to MTV, and then of course doing some acting work, some movies, then taking a break, living in Miami for a while, and coming back here. And so I just really think growing up and meeting celebrities from the time you're really young, it seems so much more attainable,
right?
Versus when you're living from far away, and it's something new and different. I mean, for me, it's just Tuesday.
Right. It's just kind of like you feel almost like it's in your blood because of having grown up in it. It's not like this huge thing or like the trope of small town girl relocating for her big acting modeling contract. Like yours truly is what I did.
Yes, it's so much more of a journey for you, and so much more difficult too, I think, for people.
Right,
you have to leave their family behind. I mean, most of my family is not here, but I have my parents out here, so. I give a lot of respect for people that move away from their families and have to start over and have to learn all these streets and traffic and different neighborhoods. And
I mean, not only that, I think that we have to learn a whole different culture of Hollywood, including what I was talking about with Michael earlier, certain archetypes and limitations that Hollywood likes to impose on us. Have you ever dealt with that, or have you had experience with working with somebody else who's dealing with that?
I would say, of course, being a woman, of course, there's all those things that go along with being a woman where, I mean, there's times where you might feel like you're not skinny enough or not this or not that. As a woman, it's like you have so much pressure to look perfect and, of course, be a mother, be a wife, in addition to being a career woman. So there's just so much. And I think, like, when you go out, like you'll see club promoters that are guys that are, 40 years old. But, for a woman, it's like there's a certain age where it's like you have to think, okay, do you want to settle down? Do you want to continue your career? And, of course, women make 79 cents for every dollar a man makes, so there's a pay difference. So I do think, like I said, being a woman makes things different. Also, too, in terms of acting roles, all women, we all wish that there's a lot more acting roles with depth and character building, versus a lot of roles that just based upon your looks. Right,
exactly. I mean, I was always sent out for, like, hot girl or prostitute 1, stripper 5. Actually, I had a really good audition for stripper 5, I think. Did you
get the role?
Did I get the role? I think I might have gone too hard in my Stripper 5 audition. I went there. I was like really I was an angsty stripper. I was not a happy stripper.
Well,
but, I mean, they didn't want a happy stripper, but you know, I went there. I think they were secretly hoping that there would be some like semblance of happiness in that despondent stripper archetype. Sorry.
Well, I mean, you know, you can't get them all, right?
You can't win them all. You can't win them all. You're also an animal activist, right?
am,
So, I mean,
yes.
how much is activism a part of your identity?
Well, you know, I believe in veganism and living a vegan lifestyle. I mean, it's hard to be perfect, but I'm really passionate about animal rights. You know, growing up, I've had pets growing up, and I remember, you know, one of my pets was a bird, and the bird was so smart that...
You had 2 birds.
Yes, I had 2 birds.
Jessica had 2
cockatiels.
birds. They were so cute.
And at this time, I only had 1 bird. This was like when I was in high school.
Aww.
And the bird was so smart that when I was driving my car and I would go into my parents' driveway, because the bird was in my room, you know, overlooking the driveway, and the bird would scream, so my mom would know when I was coming home. The bird
Oh my gosh.
was so smart, you know, it was a cockatiel, and it knew the sound of my car. And
Oh,
so
wow.
animals, whether it's dogs, cats, or birds, are so much smarter and have feelings, and they don't get enough respect. And I mean, you know, 4 or 5 million animals a year die in shelters, and yet they're still selling animals at pet stores. I mean, it's disgusting. You know, factory farms, you have billions of animals crammed in cages where they can't move. You know, chickens, their cages are so small that they have the size of a piece of paper like this to move around in. And so that's what, you know, inspired me. Having pets growing up and seeing how special animals are inspired me to become animal rights activist. And, you know, I do hope as I further my career to do something with animal rights and for that to be my platform and to make a difference.
Yeah, I mean, it's so true. Animals have a very unique form of intuition and sensitivity that we really lack as humans, and I think probably a large part just because of all the blockades that were handed to
And the pressure
by
that we have in
society,
daily
all the
life.
pressures. So, I mean, just like children are innately better actors because they don't have all the blockades
ability to
and
lie
all the stigmas and this and that and the other thing that we as adults are, you know, constantly bound by and thinking about. Animals just live their truth every day. I mean, you don't see a puppy like thinking twice about going out and prance.
Yes.
Like, he doesn't have
Animals are very
self-esteem
honest.
issues.
Exactly.
About like, you know, eating some grass.
No, that's
She
true.
might have some like, you know, bodily issues to follow, but other than that, the animals are great.
And it's sad because they're abused in so many different ways. I mean, you can go everywhere, like from circuses. I read that, you know, elephants are chained to the ground like 23 hours a day. I mean, here are these huge animals that should be running miles and miles, you know, in nature. And, you know, and same thing, you know, with zoos where animals are kept in cages their whole lives. And, I mean, there's just so much animal abuse, like, you can just go on and on forever about the atrocities, you know, that happen to billions of innocent animals every year. And they don't deserve it. They did, you know, absolutely nothing to be treated that way. I mean, and of course, they
No.
have animals in experiments where they have, you know, 0 rights whatsoever, where they
Right.
can be electrocuted, you know, cut open, drugged, you know, beat. And so yeah, so it's just, it's really awful. And, you know, like I said, if I can make a difference and help people become more vegan or produce a show that involves animal rights, then I would be really happy.
Well, I'm confident that you will do that. And speaking of, what projects do you have coming up right now?
Well, you know, there's several things. So one, I did a short film, and it's a film about all the different zodiac signs. So
Oh,
I'm a
cool.
Pisces since my birthday is in March.
Yes.
And
Capricorn here.
it's your birthday.
Capricorn.
And
Michael's a Capricorn too.
yes, my dad's a Capricorn as well.
Oh.
And so also too, I've been working on a reality show. It's a fashion show. I can't say the title or the network that's going to air on, but I've been working on that. And so anyways, anyone can find me on Facebook. It's Jessica Ross 2018, or Instagram, instagram.com _ Jessica.Ross.
Thank you so much.
You're
And we'll
welcome.
be coming right back with our on-air social media consult. One of these 2 fabulous guests, whether it be Jessica or Michael, will win an on-air consult with yours truly. We're going to do a raffle to figure it out. Stay tuned.